Morning, guys. This is the third morning after the flooding happened, and well, it does not look too bad, specifically after we've done a lot of cleaning. And let me tell you what exactly did we do. This thing is not cleaned up 100% still, but it's much better. It looks much better than it was. So first of all, you have to start, if talking about your garden, if talking about the plants, to restore them from the flooding, you have to start with the weakest plant, and that was the grapes, definitely. So we cleaned. I mean, this is the awful look, right? But this is already very, very clean. You cannot even imagine how much of this stuff was here. I mean, a lot of half of this pile of woods, it was taken down. Some of half of that stopped here, and then the other one was already on that place over there. So this is absolutely crazy. The water was really, really strong. And yeah, the main thing I was hoping about, and like really curious whether will it survive or not, was actually this small farm, this small field. And it did pretty well, I must say. So the worst, so first one was the grapes. Grapes has had to be cleaned out the first. I mean, there will be no grapes at all, but I mean, I just don't want this to get fully 100% dead, because for the next year I will need to have them fully sprout and do what they are supposed to. But in this case, the worst looking one was garlic and onions. They are clean now, and they probably will even get up at their full scale. But this is so much better. These are only the leftovers of this debris that was flying, and not flying, that was brought up with the flooding. And the next one that we had to figure out was this thing. How do you call it? I'm always forgetting the words, but you will guess. From its look, it already has the tiny one. Of course, it'll be better. And then the cabbage. This was the freshly planted one. Cabbage and some tomatoes. They don't look that bad. I mean, give them a week and you will not recognize them. They will be so much better. But I mean, you see, the main problem also here is that this kind of soil is really still really wet, and I mean, it's sticky still. It's like plaster, you know. You can build sand towers. You can you can build whatever with it. So that's the problem that is going to be tackled late autumn, because for this year there is obviously nothing you can do already. You can only like I don't know, to like split this soil to make it better for the air intake and for the water intake, for the plants. And the third case was the potatoes. Potatoes don't look really good because I've been mounding them just like the day before the flooding happened, and you may see what actually happened. It doesn't look really good. It's still very wet. Third morning, let me remind you, third morning. And I will have to redo this again. But eventually, this one is the most stable thing, and it did not really had any troubles with withstanding that kind of flooding. So this looks absolutely nice. And well, the only thing I will have to do is to remount it. That's basically it. And let me show you and explain you quickly what exactly is the plan, how to prevent this flooding to happen from future. Oh, by the way, here you may see the untouched piece of what kind of debris looked like. This is the raspberry, and well, yeah, this requires some cleaning, of course. It's like I know there will be no raspberries in this area because I have also raspberries somewhere over there, the fresh plantation, so to say. This one is kind of in a rest mode for this year, so this will be cleaned a little bit later. That's our plan. The bushes, they didn't have a lot of trouble. They already have starting to have some nice berries. This is the blackberry specifically, and there is the, as we call it, a red blackberry. But you can call it a red berry, you know. Like that's what it's going to look like, and they are going to be fully like 100% red. These are very good bushes. They provide a lot of berries. I mean, we'll have probably from all this, you can see from all this, there'll be a kind of a, I think a whole bucket you can get of those bucket of this size. I mean, not this exact bucket, but like the size, because these were obviously for debris gathering, and yeah. So there is still a lot of stuff to do, but let me talk you shortly about the prevention and what is planned to be done and what is actually already started to be done. Maybe some of you will use this hint or idea for your own stuff. I'm, by the way, lucky that these two were not flooded. No, not really. This one inside the wheel had got a lot of, like this thick of soil built in. It was probably like this height, but it was all inside. And then, I mean, once it was ruined the very first time, there was a heavy vibration, so I had to stop and just like to manually dive into and to dig it out with my hand, and that's it. And no more issues. They are quite high, both of them, quite high from the ground. I mean, they have a lot of ground clearance, so no electric component was actually damaged, so I don't care. It's absolutely good. And the main trouble where the water was coming from, as I've been showing you in the video, you can find it in the related ones, was actually, it was going from this fence, from this side, and you may see the water level that was actually here, right? So here are some preps already done, and what it is specifically so-called asbestos-cement fiberboard, 8 millimeters thick. It's pretty tough, and the idea here is, as you may see, a little bit of soil is removed like this. It's just like put in here. It's not screwed together, but what in the end will it look like? It will be, let me show you on this one specifically. Oh, hold on a second, I'll move a little bit. Okay, so it will look probably like this. So you may see how nicely and tightly this one gets connected. It's pretty tough. So here it will be specifically just like screwed to this steel, I don't know, call it a holder. And on this side, I'm still not decided what to do. Maybe I will just like put some soil back, so it will have really nice, up to this level, really nice and strength rearmament from below. And I mean, it does not have any troubles. I mean, this board specifically doesn't have any troubles with frost or with water. It will not be dissolved. It can stay there for years, 10 of years, and no real issues with that. Probably later on, once I have time, more time and enough time, I will just like dig it out again, do some concrete job. Again, up to this level, not more, that you don't require that, and then just like build up to probably this height from these bricks, from this kind of bricks, because I have a lot of them. Like this is only one pallet, and I have like many more left, so I can like really easily use like this kind of bricks to just build up the fence, well, up to this level, and that's it. So this is not much, but actually it will help a lot for the strength and for the durability of this kind of a specifically improvised dam. Flood barrier, call it whatever, I don't know. I mean, that's the meaning of it. But what could have generally been also done, like, I mean, if once building this kind of fence, if there was not like the only pole concreting, but it was the whole concreting for the whole line. But I mean, the trouble is that this line is 63 meters long, and that's absolutely crazy amount of concrete. So this resolution will cost me, how much? $600 in materials, I think, for the whole length. And well, I will have to pay something for the job, because I don't have enough hands to do this on my own, and it has to be done quickly, because the storms will be happening this month quite often, maybe once a week. We will have something similar, and who knows if that one will actually bring that many water as was that much water as it was the recent time. So yeah, that's the idea for you, and that's the fact. How do you resolve the garden issue and restore your plants for getting so much better after this thing happens? I mean, there were a lot of also kind of tiny smaller holes that we had to use some specific. This is how we call it leftovers from the gravel. It's a mix of gravel and sand. Like you may see, it has a tiny stone, but it's absolutely perfect for this kind of leveling. It also infiltrates water like really nicely, so absolutely perfect material for this like kind of basic layering. Of course, you don't use it for the full layering. For the full layering, of course, you use something like this, some bricks. I have a lot of them, you see. Here, there, a lot of pallets like this. These are the kind of bricks that you generally use. Different colors, different stuff. Like, but this is the standard thing, and this stuff. I'll do some mosaic probably out of it, but again, not enough hands, so I will just do it later. But yeah, it's all doable, because I've been doing all this stuff on my own with the help of my my dad a little bit, and yeah, that's doable. That doesn't require too much skill to actually get it done. So that this is how you do it. But the thing is that I've been talking to many other people who have been surviving this kind of thing, this kind of flooding we had. Prevention lies in two things. First is a dam. Second one is raising up the whole level of your property, if it's possible. But I mean, the second one is obviously costing way more than building a dam. Thus, both actually are also quite really expensive. So who knows? Yeah, but let's see. I mean, there is still a lot of stuff to do, but it does not look that awful as it was looking 3 days ago, and that's really a good thing. That's my message for you here. So you cannot beat the nature, and since we people are a part of nature, we are non-beatable. We actually can survive it very well. Yeah, so from this side it all looks good. I mean, there are still some places like this where nothing is planted and only like just like grass. Some grass is growing in there. It had to be removed later, but it doesn't look that bad already. And these debris, we decided to leave it because it will like prevent the water from going out, but we just had to remove it from potato bushes specifically. That's it. So yeah, this is my message for you for today. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Next video will be about wind turbines. Specifically, maybe even tomorrow, I will show you how I actually finished my small self-made one, and I think probably even in the end of this week we'll be mounting the second tower and actually fixing the issues with the first one. So that thing is not going to be left as it is. Thanks guys, see you later, bye.